Freedom. Independence. It's what our nation is built on. It's what you fought to defend. As we all age, many freedoms we took for granted in our youth become harder to attain. It's hard when we have to rely on someone else for our care. For those taking on the new role of caregiver, it can be stressful balancing your needs and those of the person you're caring for. Fortunately, there are support services and resources across our state that might be just right for you. From home-delivered meals to transportation services, support groups, assisted living, and a host of others, be assured you're not alone.
Aging Resource Center, Milwaukee County.
Your local Aging and Disability Resource Center, or ADRC, is a one-stop shop for veterans and their caregivers to learn about and be connected to local organizations that can offer support services or resources related to aging or living with a disability. Emma Hutcherson's husband is a veteran who is living with Alzheimer's disease. She turned to the ADRC when she needed help.
I first heard about it in a paper about ADRC. So I could go to classes for Alzheimer's. And they said that was a support group. So that's how I started, and then the lady there recommended that I would go to Racine County Agency to get more help for my husband because he was ailing and changing so fast that it was hard for me to take care of him.
The veterans do have very unique needs, and the Aging and Disability Resource Center is able to connect those veterans with the resources, both in their community and with the VA.
All right, when I'm aging, this is the Resource Center. How can I help you?
It's like a lifeline. When I rely on them, I know that I'm treated as a person, not a number, and that gives you such a confidence. This is a great support system that I have, and I feel very fortunate.
The ADRCs are a wealth of knowledge. The professionals have up-to-date, unbiased, and accurate information on all community assistance available. Best of all, the information is free. Whether the service is for you or you're a caregiver of a veteran, your local ADRC can help. They can suggest resources that might work for you, and you can decide which of those best fits into your plans.
When we have an individual that calls in that's a veteran and they're in need of assistance, because veterans have those special needs, they have circumstances, they're also eligible for additional resources that may not be available to the general public. But we do have employees here that are well trained and well versed in that process, and that can facilitate that veteran's ability to remain independent.
We also really like to get them hooked up in their community with the county Aging and Disability Resource Centers. What we try to do is determine where are their needs and what are they missing. The ADRCs are really a vital component of that because they are kind of a one-stop shop for all of that information. So we have this overwhelmed caregiver who is dealing with maybe a new diagnosis. They don't really know where to turn, and we can send them to their local Aging and Disability Resource Center who has all of the information that they'll need and can really coordinate a variety of resources to make sure that that person is really well supported.
When I sit down to talk with a client, I need to know what their situation is. Where do they live? How do they live? Do they have enough money? Do they have access to food, transportation, any kind of resources? And my main goal is to fill in the gaps.
ADRCs are friendly, welcoming centers. You'll find your local ADRC in most counties across the state, so there's always one nearby. The experts and social workers in these centers offer information to older people and people with disabilities regardless of their incomes. Aging and Disability Resource Centers do not provide direct services. Instead, as experts, they can assess your situation and provide information about options that can help you decide what would best fit the needs of you or your loved one.
The ADRC can assist people, regardless of their economic status, with options and services that are available to them.
Connecting you with support services is just part of what your ADRC can offer. There is a wealth of information and assistance available through your ADRC. your local ADRC might be able to connect you with transportation assistance, home-delivered meals, respite care, or homemaker support. Options counseling is another function of your ADRC. This counseling helps individuals looking for resources or problem-solved situations that might allow themselves or a loved one to remain in their home. Our counselors and specialists are experts in long-term care options. We can discuss factors to consider when making long-term care decisions. We assess your situation to help determine if you're eligible for funded programs. Regardless, our social workers can help provide you with information to help you find the best solution for you.
One of the best solutions for our consumers might be some of our health and wellness programs, such as chronic disease self-management or falls prevention.
For many veterans, living on a fixed income can create its own set of challenges. Benefit specialists have current and accurate information about government and private benefit programs. Our specialists can cut through the red tape when dealing with Medicare and Social Security. No matter what your issue is, your ADRC can provide information about all the options available to you and your caregiver.
So for veterans or for anyone who is in need of services themselves or in need of services for caring for an elderly family member or someone who may have a physical disability, it's worth picking up the phone.
Just like veteran Jim Hornuff, who found the help he needed through his local ADRC.
My brother, he's got a little touch of Alzheimer's that's coming on, and they've been giving him an awful lot of help, and he's not as agile as he used to be, and different kind of help is being provided through him, such as Meals on Wheels and home care, and his housekeeping is being helped. And if it wasn't for the ADRC, I wouldn't be here today. That's a very true statement.
Every caregiver wants to do a good job. Sometimes it gets really hard. It just gets so hard. And people don't realize, and they don't get the support that they need. And the help is there. But if they're not connecting with us, we can't connect with them, and then we can't get them the help they need.
For more information on how you can access the services and information available to you, contact your Aging and Disability Resource Center.